I think the US does lead again in a whole panoply of economic things. You can see the slowdown in China. You can see in Europe things are still chaotic and not nearly as good as they should be in some ways. You can see also Japan coming back a bit, but the US is in front in terms of the economy at the moment, I think. I think it's much more questionable in terms of government. That is the area America really needs to pick up on. I think in terms of economies looking out, now you've got the sudden strength of Africa, which hitherto has been a real disaster zone. But you look at now the fact that Nigeria is Africa's biggest economy, obviously with very substantial political problems. I think you see a real opportunity there. I think you see opportunity for some Latin American companies in Europe as well. Because in Europe, a lot of things are getting quite cheap. Especially, once again, you're beginning to see Latin American companies coming to Spain in the same way as Spain at one time went across to Latin America. I think that there are challenges to economics out there. All economists have to question the fact that you had this huge crunch. I would argue, personally, that was largely because we weren't doing a lot of things that economists and The Economist was asking the world to do, and that was part of the reason we got into trouble. But there's no doubt that a whole rafter of big economics theories have got called into some degree of question. And that is worrying to some extent, but it's also very exciting, I think.